Well, here we are, Friday, and it's been quite a week. So let's get started with the Friday wrap up. We packed a lot into this week, so I do think it's important to do a full review to close it out. So, Monday, we started with the science about how setting a clear, specific goal programs our RAS, our brain's filter, to start seeking out everything that moves us towards what we want. We talked about how vague goals give our brain nothing to work with, and how the act of writing a goal down sends a message to our subconscious that this is real and it matters. Then Tuesday, we introduced the 95-5 rule, the idea that we should spend only about 5% of our mental energy on the big outcome goals and the other 95% on the daily process that actually gets us there. Because too much outcome focus creates pressure and anxiety, while process focus keeps us present, calm, and allows us to perform at our best. We looked at real examples and talked about how this becomes the most critical the closer we get to competition. That is not the time to be replaying the big dream. That is the time to narrow our focus to process and nothing else. Then Wednesday, we got practical with a tool called reverse engineering, where we take a big goal and work it backwards until it becomes something manageable. A big goal broken down into first yearly milestones, then 6-month targets, then monthly actions, and then weekly steps stops feeling overwhelming and starts feeling completely doable. Doing a little bit every day adds up to a lot. And reverse engineering is how we figure out what that little bit should be. Then Thursday, we connected goal setting to confidence, and we saw how the two are deeply intertwined. When we set a clear goal, build a plan, and execute our daily process, every single step is a deposit into our confidence bank account. And over time, those deposits become evidence. And that evidence becomes the kind of durable, earned confidence that doesn't rise and fall with our last result. So here's what I want us to carry into the weekend. We don't need a perfect plan. We don't need everything figured out before we start. We just need one goal worth pursuing, then one plan to break that down, and then one step we can take this week. That's it. One goal, one plan, one step. And then we do it again tomorrow and the day after that. And we trust that the compounding effect, that beautiful mathematical truth we talked about a few weeks ago, is working quietly in the background, turning our daily posits into something extraordinary. So set the goal, work the process, and trust the math. Now, let's close this week with our power statement. By now, you have a clear goal and a plan and are ready to get to work. So repeat after me. I focus on the process one day at a time. Take that with you into the weekend and dominate each day. Then next week, we're going back to the movies, but this time we're focusing on performance-based movies, the mindset of elite competitors, what it looks like to pursue greatness at the highest level. So we've got 5 insightful, inspiring movies lined up, so don't miss a single one.